By the way, guys, everything I read here, everything I say in this video and in the other videos preceding it that have to do with the wounded inner child, especially when I'm reading, it comes from this book called The Homecoming. It's by John Bradshaws. And it's this amazing book that really goes into detail about, the wounded inner child, how the wounded inner child gets contaminated, or rather how the wounded inner child contaminates the adult life. So where we're supposed to be acting like adults, we find ourselves regressing back into childlike behavior. And what I want to take you through is just, how the wounded inner child, when not dealt with as an adult, when you don't deal with it, how it contaminates every part of your life. So the word we're using is contaminate, right? This is the word John Bradshaws uses to basically list all the different ways in which the wounded inner child basically contaminates your life, right? I don't think there's any better way to put that. C for codependence. Okay. I define codependence as a disease characterized by a loss of identity. To be codependent is to be out of touch with one's feelings, needs, and desires. Consider the following examples. Pervilia listens to her boyfriend talk about his distress at work. She cannot sleep that night because she is fretting about his problem. She feels his feeling rather than her own. Can you relate yet? Okay. How about another one? When Maximilian's girlfriend ends their 6-month relationship, he feels suicidal. He believes that his worth depends on her loving him. Maximilian truly has no self-worth, which is engendered from within, and he has others' worth, which depends on other people. Yes? No? Getting there? Okay. One more example. Jalisha is asked by her jock husband if she wants to go out for the evening. She is wishy-washy and finally says yes. He asks her where she wants to go. She says it doesn't matter. He takes her to the Viking barbecue stand to see the movie The Return of the Axe Murderer. She hates the whole evening. She pouts and withdraws from him for a week. When he asks, "What's the matter?" she answers, "Nothing." Yeah, I'm going to continue. Jalisha is a sweetheart. Okay, this woman who says nothing, she's a sweetheart. Everyone comments on how nice she is. Actually, she only pretends to be nice. I'm pretty sure people can relate by now. She is continually in an act. For Jalisha, being nice is a false self. She's unaware of what she really needs or wants. She is unaware of her own identity. I'm going to do one more. Jacoby is 52 years old. He comes to counseling because he has been in an affair with his 26-year-old secretary for 2 months. Jacoby tells me he doesn't know how this happened. Jacoby is an elder in his church and a reverend member of the committee. Listen to this. Jacoby is an elder in his church and a reverend member of the committee to preserve morality. He led the fight to clean up pornography in his city. Actually, Jacoby is in a religious act. Relatable? I'm pretty sure. I find this heavily relatable. He is completely out of touch with his sexual drive. After years of active repression, his sex drive has taken over. Codependence is fostered in unhealthy family systems. For example, everyone in an alcoholic family becomes codependent on the alcoholic's drinking. Because the drinking is so life-threatening to each family member, they adapt by becoming chronically alert, hypervigilant. Children need security and healthy modeling of emotions in order to understand their own inner signals. They also need help in separating their thoughts from their feelings. When the family environment is filled with violence, chemical, emotional, physical, or sexual, the child, oh, and by the way, sexual does include molestation. So if there's some of you right now who are like all of a sudden having this memory of one of your uncles or your siblings or your cousins trying to do some shit to you that you knew was some fucked up shit and like it changed the way you saw sex forever, it was wrong. It was evil. It was some evil fucked up shit. People need to be held accountable, but usually these people will most likely deny that they ever did anything and that it actually meant what you know it meant to you. Like to you, it was a complete invasion of privacy. I just wanted to expand on the sexual abuse part more because this one is it's just like it slips through the cracks of a lot of families. Not just black families, hey? I speak for black families because I know this kind of abuse is very rampant in black communities because it's just seen as normal behavior and we tend to just like, suppress it and pretend like, oh my gosh, nothing happened. But really, a lot of shit happened. And if you don't deal with it, it will fuck you over and you will end up fucking someone else over. So I'm only saying this because it's something we need to be aware of. Right. The child must okay, so let me start again. Children need security and healthy modeling of emotions in order to understand their own inner signals. They also need help in separating their own thoughts from their feelings. When the family environment is filled with violence, chemical, emotional, physical, or sexual, the child must focus solely on the outside. Over time, he loses the ability to generate self-esteem from within. Without a healthy inner life, one is exiled to trying to find fulfillment on the outside. This is codependence, and it is a symptom of the wounded inner child. Codependent behavior indicates that the person's childhood needs were unmet, and therefore he or she cannot know who he or she is. Codependency. If you didn't know, now you know. And because now you know, now you're more powerful. And now you can know more. And the more you know, the more powerful you are. Have a good day.